You open your eyes, and congratulations! You've just performed the ultimate heroic sacrifice. You didn't just save a bus full of kids or stop a bank robbery. You saved the literal fabric of the multiverse. You proved every word Aunt May ever told you about power and responsibility. You are the golden boy of the Marvel Universe, the savior of reality itself. But here's the kicker. Peter Parker is dead. Not in the funeral with flowers and a nice tombstone way. That would be too easy. No, you've committed social suicide. Thanks to a high-stakes memory spell, every record of your existence has been digitally and mentally bleached from the face of the earth. Your high school diploma? It doesn't exist. Your social security number? It's a string of dead digits. Your birth certificate is just a blank piece of paper. Welcome to the year 2028, where you are the most famous person on the planet that literally nobody knows.
Your brand new day doesn't start with a key to the city from Mayor Sheila. Well, you might get the key later, but it won't have your name on it. It starts in a concrete box of an apartment in a New York that's forgotten you ever breathed its air. You spend your mornings digitally stalking your old life through a cracked phone screen. You watch Ned and MJ on social media. They've graduated from MIT, they have careers, they have inside jokes and memories of Italy that specifically exclude you. And then you see him, Paul. Well, let's be honest, Paul is a total dickhead. But he's the one holding MJ's hand now. When you run into her at the local coffee shop, she doesn't see her tiger. She sees a weird, lonely stranger who stares at his latte for 5 seconds too long. She might feel a flicker of deja vu, a ghost of a memory caused by a literal crack in the spell, but it's not enough to bring you back. You are a ghost haunting your own life, watching the people you love move on with better versions of themselves. You spend your nights at a grimy laundromat, scrubbing the blood and alien grime out of your one suit, while outside, the city cheers for Spider-Man. They love the mask, they love the brand, but they couldn't care less about the shivering kid underneath it. You are in solitary confinement in the middle of Manhattan.
If you thought the depression was the hard part, you clearly haven't checked your wrists lately. Remember those sleek, high-tech web shooters you built? Toss them in the trash. They were a crutch for a human, but you're becoming something else entirely. Spiders have 3 life cycles, and congratulations, you've just entered the cocoon phase. Imagine your skin tightening until it feels like it's going to split. Imagine your muscle fibers restructuring themselves on a molecular level. Your wrists are now erupting with organic webbing. It sounds cool in a comic book until you realize your body is literally melting its own internal proteins to produce a sticky biological waste product from inside your flesh. There is a very real chance that the Peter part of your brain is being discarded as a useless rudiment. You're mutating into the man spider, a mindless, multi-limbed abomination where the bug finally takes over the steering wheel. And while your body breaks, your mind is a playground for someone like Typhoid Mary. She's a mutant psychic who can bypass the world's collective amnesia to see every trauma you've tried so hard to bury. She's running up that hill straight into your subconscious, and she's not there to help. The streets of New York aren't the friendly neighborhood you remember from your high school days. The power vacuum left by the blip and the departure of the big-name Avengers has been filled by predators. You're not just webbing up car thieves anymore. You're up against the Red Hand Gang, a cult of martial arts fanatics who worship a literal demon called the Beast. Or maybe you'll run into Tombstone. He's not a cartoon villain. He's a cold-blooded crime lord who will hold you over the edge of a skyscraper just to hear your bones creak under his grip. And then there's Mac Gargan, better known as Scorpion. He's been waiting 84 months for a rematch, and he's finally got his suit. He's gonna smack you like a like button on a video you're too tired to watch.
And don't expect the Avengers to bail you out. Your only friend left is Bruce Banner, and he's a walking disaster. He's regressing back into the savage Hulk, a mindless engine of rage being hunted by the same government you're trying to protect. Instead of a scientific team-up, you're likely to get used as a baseball by a Hulk who doesn't recognize your voice. You're trying to mentor him, but he's just trying to turn you into a red smear on a brick wall. And if the Punisher shows up, Frank Castle isn't there for a pep talk about responsibility. He's there to save your ass by turning your entire residential block into a high-caliber war zone. He'll drop a building on a group of cultists and tell you it was tactical, leaving you to count the bodies of the people you were supposed to keep safe.
In the end, your life in this brand new day is a closed loop of violence and isolation. You've erased yourself to save the world, and the world thanked you by moving on without you. You look into a puddle on a rain-slicked street and see a reflection of a world that's turned completely upside down. You could take off the mask tomorrow and disappear, but here's the real tragedy. You have nothing else left to live for. You've killed Peter Parker so Spider-Man could live. You are the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but you have no friends, no neighbors, and no home. You're just a nameless soldier in a war that never ends, serving a city that doesn't even know your name. But hey, at least the new suit looks great, right? Subscribe to the channel if you want to see how much worse it gets on other Marvel planets, or what happens when you're born as a mutant. And I'll see you in the next one.